Hello, hello, and welcome back. It's me, Mombles, your everyday gamer mom, and we are back with some more Beck and Pines, continuing through my Let's Play that I did over on my Twitch channel. If you're not following me over there, you probably should. I stream there every Thursday and Friday at about 10 o'clock or so. The first half, I'll have it linked down in the description below, and I'll also have a playlist made for you guys. But let's go ahead and jump in and see where Luka and his story goes. How do I try something different? That was the same thing.
This is a story about change. It was far from the sort of, but change is after the. There are many paths. Most will end in tragedy, but don't we will find the ending that
Maybe
the
it's
story
the Rolo
deserves.
section?
From here on out, a charm. Now, let's try something different.
I have Game Pass since I've been broke for games lately, so may check it out. There's a lot of stuff that came out on Game Pass today. Slime Rancher 2 came out as well. Let's Build a Zoo is out. Deathloop is on it now. There is so many games that came out today. And then I think next month Coral Island's going to be on Game Pass. Here we go. So we do have a second option for Rolo.
In the past,
Ways to be a little shit.
The best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little shit.
Make a break for it. What have you done? Ah! Did that little shit just kick me? Run all you want, you little twerps. You gotta come home eventually. Sorry. Investigate the house with Rolo. Or I wonder if he says something different then. Sorry about that. Rolo can get overexcited sometimes.
Solomon Valentine, current ward of and future successor to the Valentine fortune, huffed as he brushed off his pants.
A town of complete and utter fools. One wonders if it's worth taking anything here seriously. Either way, I'm really sorry. No matter, how are you doing? Me? Yes, with all that business about your mother and whatnot. Oh, I'm getting by. Still no word from her at all. Nope. That is truly a shame. Your grandmother has taken residence to keep house. Yeah? And how is that going? We mostly stay out of each other's way. You make it sound like she's rarely at home. It's not like that. She just has a lot to do. She's still settling in and trying to figure out how to make ends meet. Indeed. Well, count your blessings. It's better to have a caretaker who is rarely around, in lieu of one who tries to compensate by smothering you with attention. That doesn't sound so bad. Trust me when I say, it's best to rely on yourself. Family has a way of creating more problems than they solve. Okay. Solomon.
With a gesture toward the approaching heiress Valentine.
Speak of the devil. Who's this dude? Lady? Do not wander off like that. I'm much too busy to be looking all over for you. Apology, heiress. I was just taking a stroll through town. Strolls are for commoners. You're a Valentine now. I want you to be present for the construction of the History Museum. The future of this town relies on its ability to remember our family's great past. Of course. Okay, guys, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to go make some tea because all this reading is killing my throat. And there's also going to be an ad running while I go and do that. So stay tuned, and then we'll be right back. Get some lemon. I have lemons. I could do that. How do I try something different? That was the same thing.
This is a story about change. It was far from the sort of, but change is after the. There are many paths. Most will end in tragedy, But don't we will find the ending that
Maybe
this
it's
story
the Rolo
deserves.
section?
From here on out, a charm. Now, let's try something different.
I have Game Pass since I've been broke for games lately, so may check it out. There's a lot of stuff that came out on Game Pass today. Slime Rancher 2 came out as well. Let's Build a Zoo is out. Deathloop is on it now. There is so many games that came out today. And then I think next month Coral Island's going to be on Game Pass. Here we go. So we do have a second option for Rolo.
In the past,
We used to be a
he
little
found the
shit.
best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little shit.
Make a break for it. What have you done? Ah! Did that little shit just kick me? Run all you want, you little twerps. You gotta come home eventually. Sorry. Investigate the house with Rolo. Or I wonder if he says something different then. Sorry about that. Rolo can get overexcited
Solomon
sometimes.
Valentine, current ward of and future successor to the Valentine fortune, huffed as he brushed off his pants.
A town of complete and utter fools. One wonders if it's worth taking anything here seriously. Either way, I'm really sorry. No matter, how are you doing? Me? Yes, with all that business about your mother and whatnot. Oh, I'm getting by. Still no word from her at all. Nope. That is truly a shame. Your grandmother has taken residence to keep house. Yeah? And how is that going? We mostly stay out of each other's way. You make it sound like she's rarely at home. It's not like that. She just has a lot to do. She's still settling in and trying to figure out how to make ends meet. Indeed. Well, count your blessings. It's better to have a caretaker who is rarely around, in lieu of one who tries to compensate by smothering you with attention. That doesn't sound so bad. Trust me when I say, it's best to rely on yourself. Family has a way of creating more problems than they solve. Okay.
Solomon trifled a
Solomon.
gesture toward the approaching heiress Valentine.
Speak of the devil. Who's this dude? Lady? Do not wander off like that. I'm much too busy to be looking all over for you. Apology, heiress. I was just taking a stroll through town. Strolls are for commoners. You're a Valentine now. I want you to be present for the construction of the History Museum. The future of this town relies on its ability to remember our family's great past. Of course. Okay, guys, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to go make some tea because all this reading is killing my throat. Let's see if these change. Nope. Let's see if he changes anything he says. Hold up a tick. Sorry, Mr. Nuncreed, kind of in a hurry right now. Okay, so we avoid his whole conversation about his grandma. But he's got too much of his father in him. I win! Little help. I am the champion. We were racing. Did that road get longer? Like anything ever changes around here. It seemed longer. You're just lightheaded from the run. You really need to pace yourself better next time. Not sure why I would take advice from second place. Has that sign always been there? Wait, what? Caution, electrified fence. No, that's definitely new. Creepy. How are we going to get around an electric fence? Don't worry, I've got this. Why did you do that? Paul always says you can figure out what the plan... Wait, you can always figure out what the plan was when you're done. Great, what now? Well, I did my part and established that touching the fence is bad. I'm sure you can handle from here. I'll supervise. From a safe distance. So we already know what to do. We already know we need to throw stuff at the fence. Throw. There you go. You're a genius. Yeah, because I went through time and space. I think that did it. Luka, you never fail to impress.
As the glowing windows of the old warehouse came into view, Rolo began to bounce excitedly.
Check it out. Dang, Rolo, you weren't exaggerating for once. Was there any ever... was there any... Wow, I keep wanting to try to change that. Was there ever any doubt? That definitely needs investigating. Good thing 2 ace detectives are on the case. This is bizarre. This is awesome. Rumble. Did you feel that? What? The excitement in the air? You bet your butt I did. He's stomping in the puddle. Check out this puddle. That's not normal. And this hose. Oh man, the door's locked. Try harder. No dice. It won't budge. Oh well. This dumpster is new, right? I bet it's got stuff in it. Can't really see what's in here. Who did all this? My nose is itching. I think I smell some treasure. Are you sure that isn't hazardous waste? Just help me get in. Rolo, it would be my honor to throw you in the trash. Come on, Lady Luck. So what's in there? Let's see. There's a squishy bag of squish. Wow. A good inch of stagnant sludge. Your natural habitat. Wait, hold the phone. Hold 2 phones. Check these bad boys out. Walkie-talkies, yo. Just like Hank Atomic Communicators. Do these actually work? Ground command to Hank Atomic. Hank, do you read me? This is Hank Atomic. Ground command. You're coming in 5 by 5. How are your vital readouts, Hank? It's getting a little stuffy in here. Requesting assistance for evac. Help is on the way. What was that? Someone's coming. Give me your hand. I'm trying. My hands are covered in squish. Scoot over. I'm coming in. It's like the guys from Monsters, Inc. Oh, tell me you saw that. Dude, I don't know what I saw. He's coming back. Get down. That's a big thing. If I remember right, a hand falls out.
The boy sat petrified under the weight of the bag.
Oh God, tell me that's not what I think it is. Luka, do you know what separates run-of-the-mill detectives from ace detectives? A ridiculous hat? When the chips are down, ace detectives dig deeper for
Rolo
clues.
felt around at the large sack which burdened them. He
Aha!
snapped off a tag from just within a small zipper opening in the bag.
It's some sort of badge or something. What's it
Rolo
say?
held the badge up to a faint shaft of light within the dumpster.
Dr. Prescott, Deep Engineering. It's a name tag. Who would throw away a bag full of slimy old name tags? I think it's just one name tag in a bag full of something else. Okay. I think we should make a break for it. Stay calm. This is no time to panic. I'm not panicking. You're panicking. Rolo, calm down. You don't have to squeeze my hand so hard. Dude, I am not holding your hand. Quit messing around. What other slime-covered hand would be in here? It is a hand. I am begging to see the benefits of your run of benefits of your run for our lives plan. Right, we've clearly established that I'm faster than you, so I'll go first. Why not go together? Flaming chicken coop, Luka. I'll make sure the coast is clear. After I go, count to 100. If you hear me yell, run. If you don't hear me yell, run. Actually, either way, haul ass. Rolo, I'll give you credit. You sure found an eventful way to start our summer. That's what I do. Well, here goes nothing.
Lucas sat in the dark, tracking the sound of Rolo's footsteps as he ran. 1, 2, 3. He pressed his ear to the dumpster wall, straining to hear Rolo's footsteps as
Ooh,
they
that's
faded
hot.
away. 15, 16, 17. He tried not to think about the contents of the dumpster as he counted. 35, 36, 37. The thick stench made it hard to breathe. Screw it, that's long enough. Luka carefully lifted the lid and peered out. Nothing.
Hi, Tazzy. Welcome back. How you doing?
No sign of Rolo. No sign of the man in the yellow suit. Time to haul ass. Luka clambered from the dumpster, stumbling to his knees. He was up like a shot and running, sprinting toward home as fast as he could.
All right, how are you? I'm doing good. I just made tea, and I made a mess on my table. The tea bag dripped outside of the cup. Doing good. Getting cold. Starting to wear sweaters every day again, and enjoying life. It's been a good summer. Fall's here, and fall's gonna be fun and amazing. Messy mumbles, nothing new. You have no idea. There is a pile of laundry off to the side that I started Sunday that I need to put away, which happens to be full of more sweaters that I will be wearing.
Beacon Pines flew by, blurred by the tears that welled up in his eyes.
I do know, remember, we both have ADHD. Yep, self-diagnosed here, but yeah, it's one of those items of task management that I can't initiate right away. I'm gonna start trying to do laundry like every day to help me stay on top of it so that I can do a load of laundry and I can put it away at the same time. But sometimes when I do a week's worth of laundry at once, it just sits in the basket because at that point I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. 20 to 30 days to start a habit. It takes a while. I mean, it took me forever to make my bed, like get into the habit of that. And then when I was streaming super early in the mornings, it's like, I got to make my bed. Got to do it as soon as I get up. So now I have that habit of making my bed. So it can be done. It's just hard.
He wouldn't remember getting home at all that night. Throwing his front door open, storming up the stairs to his room, and surrendering to sleep almost as abruptly as he hit his pillow. Chapter 3. Finding a Friend. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table.
This tea's hot. I can't enjoy it. It's too hot.
Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you and Rolo get up to yesterday? Cleared my room. Or there are still things on my bed I've been sleeping with for the past week. Doom buckets. Use doom buckets if you can. That's kind of how I see my laundry piles. They're doom buckets. And they're in a specific space that I know I'm going to get to at some point. I have a bag and yeah, doom buckets. It's where you put all your stuff that you haven't dealt with in an area that is visible so that you know that you're going to deal with it at some point. Like we bought a tiered like paper organizer where I put all our junk mail and stuff that needs to be shredded. I've never heard of this before. Look it up. Doom piles and doom buckets. It's on my bed, so I have to deal with it. I guess it kind of works, but that makes it hard for you to sleep. So put it in a bucket in the corner of the floor where you'll see it every day. And then eventually you'll be like, I got to take care of that. That's how I deal with our junk mail and stuff. It's in a pile. Then it moves from that pile into a bag into the closet until that bag is full. And then once that bag is full, then I shred it all. So it's my doom bags and buckets. Oh, nothing interesting. It's just a constant shifting of things. That there, for those that are younger than I, is a rotary phone. If you don't know how they work, you stick your finger in the hole and you turn it, and then you have to wait, and then you turn it, and then you have to wait. Of course not. It was the right thing to do. Start gathering, folks. I'll be right here. There. Right there. Are you sure there isn't anything you want to tell me about yesterday? Anything I want to tell you? Not really. We just sort of ran around a bit.
Gran's brow furrowed.
For touching theirs? What did they think you were going to do? Break it?
She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even.
I have to go take care of something. You are to stay in this house for the day. Under no circumstance are you to leave. What? If I am not back by dinner, there's stew in the icebox. But nothing. It was like one they didn't use, but it was for decoration. Could have been an antique. Yeah, say it. I'll stay here till you get back. Good. Decorations were not to be touched. You left the ice box open yesterday. We're not made of money, you know. Well, that was strange. What's Grandma hiding? She going on a date with that dog? Oh, the sink. This game looks cute. It is. It's very adorable. It's the art style is very detailed, very artsy. Like every area is just beautifully done. The story is so intriguing. Like it grips you right away.
Sound floated in the air.
Is that coming from inside the house? We were just inside. Hello? Is anyone there? I have. And I thought I got muted on Twitch for playing it, even though I had the streamer mode on. Yeah. Apparently, I had my settings wrong in OBS. I muted myself. It's fun. Mr. Mumbles has been playing it nonstop. Is that you? Over. Strange. Yeah, because I had updated OBS and I thought I didn't change anything, but apparently I clicked my mic track as to be ignored from VODs. So that was my mistake. What the heck is that sound? It's like somebody knocking. Where is it coming from? Is it coming from downstairs? Someone at the front door? Someone's at the front door. Oh, hey, Roxy. Classic Mumbles, yep. Enjoy your food, and thank you for the lurk. If this is about me accidentally kicking you yesterday, is Rolo here? No. Look at me, Luka. This is serious. Is Rolo here? No, I haven't seen him since yesterday. Rolo didn't come home last night. What?
A pit formed in Luka's stomach.
Where was the last place you saw him? We were playing around in Weepwood, and then it was late and we went home. Weepwood. If he's alive, I'm going to kill that little creep. Is there anything else? Anything that he
His
said?
mouth felt dry.
No, we were just messing around. Okay. I need to go let people know to check the woods. You just stay out of trouble. Go see if he's hiding in the library or something.
Luka could feel his heart beating in his throat.
Oh no, Luka got captured? No, I'm Luka. Rolo? Where are you? Okay. Is that why Grandma told him to stay? I don't know. It seems because Grandma says she had a bunch of stuff she made. She's part of the search party for the kid, maybe, or maybe she knows something else. This way. Can I go this way now? Nope. Today's supposed to be the festival day, too. Old Pickler's Pond. Hey, Bert. Have you seen Rolo? Nope. No, I've mostly been talking to clipboards. They're setting up lots of stuff for the festival. This one said he had to process some answers. I told him that was fine. I'll wait here until he gets back. Let's do this one again. Just zooms in on him. Can I go into the pond? Not pond. What is this? A stream? Nope. Okay, he's asleep. Can I pick anything from him? No. Howdy, Luka. Hello again, Pete. I'm not Pete, you silly goose. It's Toby. You could have fooled me. Well, hey, it's no problemo. The important thing is we'd love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, I'm getting that impression. We're all about a part of something special, Luka. And it all starts right here in Beacon Pines. I got
He
it.
looked up from the clipboard excitedly.
That's right. So how about you start by telling me, look, no offense, but I've got my own stuff to take care of. God, you joker. Well, all a part of this together. So let us know when you're free to answer a few questions. Never. I do not want to take a survey. We really need to get back to work. Just a couple more minutes. If Roxy says she will be here, then she will be here. I just don't see why I'm standing around, doing nothing, and waiting for Roxy, when I could be standing around, doing nothing, and getting paid for it. Come on, Lumi. Roxy needs our help. Or my parents wouldn't listen. No offense, but isn't Rolo always getting into trouble? Something feels different this time. What can we do to help? We need to check where the adults aren't. So I guess it's up to us to check Weepwood. Our shift doesn't end for another couple of hours. We could spend the time making posters. That would be great, I guess. Right, Fitz and I will check Weepwood. We'll be back later to pick up the posters. I think my dad has a map of Weepwood. Let's swing by my house and grab it before we head out. There's the mayor. 2 new characters we haven't seen yet. So it doesn't seem like her parents care. His eyes went wide in disbelief. What do you mean vanished? That's impossible. Oh my. He doesn't even see the danger he's in. She's foreshadowing things, I think. What's this about a missing child? She is beautiful. What is she? Is she not a minx? A ferret? Is she a ferret? I must stress the situation is completely under control. It just all seems so terrible. And you're sure there's nothing we can do to help? Nonsense, young Mr. Coder will turn up safe and sound, I am certain. Just focus on settling in. I trust my sister was supplied you with suitable lodging. Oh yes, Miss Valentine has been more than accommodating. We were just telling our daughter Beck that... Now, where did she run off to? These two are adorable. I want to talk to you again. Okay, so we gotta go this way. I'm not a furry, but right? There's nothing wrong with furries. Let's see. Hey, Don. Is it true about Rolo? Yeah, he didn't come home last night. I wonder if it's connected. Connected to what? I was checking in on my reports about increased activity around town. What sort of activity? Windowless trucks, mechanical noises, strange lights. Your typical shady stuff. Who would be doing all that anyway, and why? Well, I have a few leads. The Valentine family is always suspicious. I've said this word before, certainly has the resources. Do you have any idea where Rolo could be? Best place to start looking is where the trail went cold. Where did you see him last? We were in Weepwood, right by Valentine's fertilizer. I'll check out Weepwood when my shift ends. I do my best work at night. So we were told to go check the library. A little penguin!
There were rarely any actual new additions, simply a variety of existing content rotated into the front display each week.
No fooling anyone.
Oh, the cobs I've eaten. A salad-centric travel guide for the mildly adventurous.
Mildly adventurous. Yup.
Sally Seashore's simple succulent sundries.
Sally Seashore simply... Oh, that's a tongue twist. Sally Seashore Simply Succulent Sundries. Sally Seashore Simply Succulent Sundries.
Luka brushed off a smudge of dust.
I did it.
Made 30 recipes so easy you'll doubt it's even edible.
Succulent.
A peek behind the curtain. The methods and ruminations of Patrick C. Montesquieu. One of the greatest acting minds of our time. By Patrick C. Montesquieu.
Oof. Autobiography. Okay, before we talk to them, we're going to talk to this person. Hey, Jassy? Jassy. Oh, hey, Luka. Did Rolo come by? No. I was actually surprised. He's usually here early on days when a new issue drops. Rolo's the biggest Hank Atomic fan I know. Besides myself, that is. Well, if he does swing by, tell him to meet me you know where. I don't know where. No, he knows where. Oh. Roger that, Space Cadet.
The bottom corner shelf was a dusty array of thick science books. Only one binding was clean enough to read. Cellular Biology and the Chemistry of Mitosis.
You know what's crazy? Our son is learning about cells already. I'm like, I don't remember learning any of that until like 6th or 7th grade. And for them to be learning it in 5th grade, like he already knows the inside of a cell and what they do. Why? And exponents? They're doing exponents in math already?
Mycological phosphorescence.
More like my complete loss of interest.
The entire top level of the library was devoted to comics, most of which were Hank Atomic and the myriad of lesser revered spin-offs.
I wouldn't mind a library that had a whole floor of comics.
Kato volunteered at the library during the summers. He wasn't very social, so he'd dedicate each summer to becoming an expert in a single subject, making him a reliable source of very particular knowledge. If you were to ask Kato something he didn't know, he'd escape into the dusty old bookshelves and return with just the right thing.
Hey,
Kato
Kato.
was lost in his reading. Luka crooked his neck to see the title, Introduction to Melitology.
Oh my god, he's adorable. He's a little penguin, his little penguin arms. Oh my gosh. I want to squish him. Oh, hey, Luka, you snuck up on me. Good book? Dono just started
He
it.
gestured to the shelves.
I'm really running out of books I haven't read yet. So now it's on to the wonderful world of bees. Turns out bees are pretty cool. For instance, did you know that around 70% of bee species actually live in underground tunnels? Or that if there are two queens in a hive, they will fight to the death for supremacy. Fight. That's interesting, but you haven't seen Rolo around recently, have you? Not since yesterday. Keep an eye out for him, okay? Sure thing. If I see him, you'll be the first to know. What sort of monster puts candy behind a locked door? Oh yeah, Mr. Nuncreed works weird hours sometimes. Of course he does. How about you? When do I work? No, what's your name? Luka Van Horn. You new here? Yep, not by
Beck's
choice.
family moved often, giving her little time to establish any real connections. She would tell you she prefers it that way.
I'm looking for my friend Rolo. He didn't come home last night. So he's missing? I guess so. Like missing? Does that sort of thing happen a lot around
Luka
here?
shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Well, that sucks. Yeah, so I should probably get going. Hey, wait up. What?
Beck pulled a coin from her pocket.
I'm coming with you. What? So says the unlucky penny. Unlucky? Well, technically it landed on heads. Leave this kid to find his friend alone. But I always do the opposite. Oh, that's kind of like me and Rolo. I guess Rolo is my unlucky penny. That settles it. A person should never be without their unlucky penny. Let's go find him. The name's Beck. Pleasure to meet you, Beck. I suppose I could use some help. Try to keep up. We made a new friend. Joey, have you seen Rolo around? No, sorry, Luka. I've had my eyes in the dirt looking for beetles. I can't seem to find any. He never came home last night. Do you think it's because it's been colder than normal? I don't see why that would have anything to do with Rolo. No, the beetles. Do you think the temperature confused their circadian rhythm or something? Who's to say? I'm not a beetologist. Just keep eye out for him, would you? Of course. Oh, it's boarded up now. Dang, they boarded up the way in. Ooh, what is that? Don't jump in. Jumping's not going to do anything. Okay, I can't walk into it.
Luka felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid. The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
Is this sort of thing normal around here? Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expected from this place. More laundry!
You forgot that you did laundry.
I always forget a load in the dryer. Huh?
And in the wash.
Those are towels I threw in this morning.
The towels are immune from mold.
They are.
They're being left wet.
For a few hours, they are fine. Gives me a glare.
back to your month-long laundry.
Yeah, I know. I have no idea what that stuff is. Well, the next obvious step is science. And what does science suggest? Poke it with a stick.
Luka watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo. Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood. First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
What the?
As
Cool.
quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray. Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Okay. So the science tells us this gunk is weird as hell. Yeah, it seems dangerous. Hey, Tish, look what the cat dragged in. Yup. I don't have time for this right now, Iggy. Don't say things like that. It hurts Tish's feelings. Ain't that right, Tish? Yep. She looks fine to me. Why, hello. I don't think we have been properly introduced. Iggy's the name. This is my compatriot, Tish. Yup. You've probably heard of us. Can't say I have. I'll forgive you just this once on account of ya being new around here. Why would you hang out with this dude? He seems pretty alright. Iggy, why do you have to be so you? Has he even told you that his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. It's true. They got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him. Iggy, I'm only going to say this one time. Don't talk about my family. Well, look who's growing a backbone now that the girl's around. First his pops croaked, then his mom finally couldn't take it anymore and bounced. What a jerk.
Iggy took a step towards Luka, his sneer lit, but Beck could see tears welling in Luka's eyes, his fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city, but a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought.
Well, time to bust out the moon tickles. Tickle or strange? Well, she came from the city. Let's be strange.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
All right, Luka, looks like you need a little mud bath. What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
It's weird when people don't talk. Stop being a weirdo. Hello? Are you some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense. Wackadoos travel in packs.
At
Dud?
the sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luka snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luka launched himself into his stomach. Iggy's clothes were drenched in the glowing ooze.
You jerk, my clothes are ruined. I'm gonna...
Iggy's voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
Struggle? I don't feel so good. Help? I'm sorry, he's mutating. Oh shit. Yep. Run. So don't get green ooze on you. Green ooze is bad. That was intense. Iggy's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems okay.
In the warehouse, this strange ooze and what it did to Iggy. Was Rolo caught up in all of this?
We have to find Rolo. You took the words out of my mouth. So we can either continue on this path, or we can try the other word. Whoa there, little buddies. You startled me. What in the dickens are you up to in this part of town? We were just helping look for a Rolo. Oh, you haven't heard the good news. Rolo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Really? So where was he? It's funny, really. He just got a little turned around in the woods. They can be disorienting, you know. I'm starting to get that impression. Rolo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Wow, that's a relief. You two should scurry along before you get lost yourselves. Yeah, come on, Beck. I can't wait to introduce you to Rolo. Oh, that reminds me. Luka, your grandmother was looking for you. She was? She was worried sick. You should march straight home. I guess. Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about work
Beck
anyway.
glanced toward Luka.
I guess all's well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rolo tomorrow. Sure. I'm glad he's okay. So is this another turning point?
A wave of relief washed over Luka, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me. If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4. Our harvest awaits. Luka took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran.
Gran, I'm home. Everything's fine. Is it? I'm really curious what would happen if I go back. So I think I'm going to do that. So we know that this branch ends in us dying. So that had a question mark response to it. So it wasn't used to its full potential. When it's used to its full potential, it has a check mark. You can try tickle and see what result comes from that. Or we just continue on with this line. And maybe we just continue and see what happens. Gran? Where's Grandma? She... Oh. Maybe she's in the kitchen? Or in the backyard again? Gran? I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rolo. She's not back here. Gran? Roxy came over. She was worried about him. So I figured you wouldn't mind if I helped look for him. Is Grandma gone too? It turns out Rolo is safe and sound. Is it really aliens? Is Rolo right? Is it always aliens? Grandma?
Luka was alone. The house was empty.
So Gran's not back yet. I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess.
Luka was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luka hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. "We're fishing with bees?" Luka's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one." Luka closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. "Interesting choice."
I don't think I've ever heard of anyone fishing with a bee.
With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. The wrong choice. But I respect it. The pond began to freeze over. Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right. Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luka scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. "Dad, I don't understand."
Why is it freezing over?
"Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal." The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. "Dad, look out!" His father casually wound the reel. "None of it's your fault, you know. Never was." "Dad, we have to go." Luka grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. "Please, you have to run." The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. "That's the thing about fishing, Luka." His chest began to crystallize. "You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out." A shock of searing cold ran up Luka's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luka tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet. "Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean?
Why ice?
The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply. Luka's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
Rolo?
Faintly, he could hear Rolo amongst the noise.
Luka! Rolo, is that you? Luka! There! Rolo it's the middle of the night. Luka, thank God. Listen, I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down
Rolo's
here?
voice was coming through more clearly now, but some words were still just static.
Listen to me, someone grabbed me yesterday. What? The man in the hazmat suit? Took me to some sort of... I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. They seem more interested in... For now, at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kerr, no, trust. He's... Hold on, something's coming.
Went silent.
Rolo? Rolo, where are
Luka held
you?
still, waiting, his pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse. I can barely hear
Rolo's
you.
voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. You need to... The treehouse. The treehouse.
The signal died for good.
What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna? He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Rolo, you're a
Luka
genius.
grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
Let's go, treehouse. Hook up the walkie-talkie to the radio in the treehouse. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Luka heard a group of footsteps approaching.
Oh no,
He
get hide.
dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
Grandma? Other adults? So we all understand our roles. Our roles? Our roles for what? You can count on me. I still think we need more time. More time for what? This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Hiram, you just keep your wits about
Mr.
you.
Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right. You can count on me. I just wish we could have made the deal with Iris Valentine. Her resources would have still come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans change. How is Luka holding up? He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all what? You're not giving me enough information. I don't like this. I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective, and we are in
The three
agreement.
shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. Are they planning on destroying the big company? Gran, why are you meeting with Mrs. Fartelli and Mr. Tolver late at night? Hey, Luka. Gah! Don, you scared me. How long have you been there? Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolver and your Gran enter the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I guess the greatest tool of any investigator reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seemed organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yeah, I heard that too. Has your Gran been doing anything different recently? Anything strange? She's got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. A call from Hiram Tolver? It seems. She was either furious or terrified. Or both. Luka, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of a scoop of a lifetime. I will. Aren't you coming out? Nah, I'm going to stake out here for a bit longer. See ya, Luka. She just disappears. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think this is a good place to stop for now, and then we'll pick it up again tomorrow. I don't understand what grandma's doing. There's something that the parents, that the adults know. It has to do with the big fertilizer company. Rolo's underground somewhere. So whoever they said Rolo returned home is like a clone? Maybe? Or maybe it's an alien. Is it aliens? I don't know. Is it mutants? Maybe, because there's like toxic waters. And we don't know what happened to the other kid who ran off, who started mutating. Did he survive? Did he die? We'll find out. But that's going to be it, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, bye.